go one more time with yet again another trade of the day. And it's kind of like one of my specialties to trade NEO this way. So I'm going to try to explain to you what I look for every single day on this name. And as long as the market holds up, NEO has a chance always, I feel like anyways, don't hold me to this, but it bounces off of bottoms all of the time. So that's what we look for here in NEO. But this is kind of a two-part trade. We had it up on our sticky note today. I'm going to talk about why, and then we play the bottom as well. So here we go. Let's talk about NEO today. It's up 2.5% in a NASDAQ that's down right now. So that's a strong sign. We saw it rally back from yesterday, right? So here's yesterday. Right here, look at this big dip down. We got caught in this. We had to average in a bunch of times, and then it blew right back up to the upside, right? So today, we're kind of waiting for the same thing to happen. Yesterday, big move down, big rally up. So we're looking for names that have that momentum. That is very, very key. That's why I trade AMC on days after there's big plays. We have a $1+ winner on AMC today as well on the same kind of a trade. So how do we look at this thing? All right, so the first things first, 38.50. That happens right off the open. Not right off the open, but soon enough off the open, we get that 38.50 break. If you go back over here, you can see we kind of targeted this area right in here, and that's 38.50. A couple of highs a few days ago, then a drop down, retest, drop, retest here, drop. So if we have momentum to the upside, we like that 38.50. So we actually put on a pretty big trade here. Take the 38.50 bid, bang it through. That's just a limit order. As soon as 38.51 triggers, our system sends out that buy order. So we take that. I think I actually got 51s or 52s. So that's an out right away, out all around 75. You can't see here because it didn't zoom it out enough, but there's just a bunch of consolidation in here. It bounces around, bounces around. It kind of tests 60s up to 75s, back and forth, back and forth. So we empty a bit out. We empty out about 50 to 60% of our shares here for small wins. It's like 25 cents. But remember, the market in the morning was going to the downside. So we actually had a little bit of a saving grace here. All of a sudden it starts to tank. And this is where we learn from yesterday's mistake. We let this thing fall. We don't start to buy until it gets to key levels. So 38.80, the high, drops all the way down here. First bid, I always do this, the quarters. We take 38.25. Then we take the 38 bid. That's like a 38.05 or so bid. We take that. Now we have a decent average price. But we never get into a trade unless we have that downside risk identified. So what did we do? We just draw a line right here, right? And that's 37.80, 37.85 or so. Why? Because if you go back to yesterday, okay, sorry, not even yesterday, a couple days ago, this was an area here where we had held on a couple similar dips, right? A dip all the way down, hold. Dip all the way down, hold. So we have the same thing here, not yesterday. This was an area of consolidation. It didn't want to go back up. But remember, we're playing momentum. We're only thinking long. So here it is again. There's that same line, right? It just continued over from this chart, 37.80, 37.80. So here it is again, the pull back down. There's the dip. Our out was right around here, 37.80. It doesn't happen. And for that, I really do consider pretty lucky. If the market kept going down, which it did, but not enough, we probably would have broke that, but thank God it holds. And again, no real volume spikes, but you do see some nice green volumes here as it's coming down a little bit. We get some nice buy action there, and then bang, it's right top to the upside. So we still have some shares on board, but as it gets popping back to the upside, we start to clear out at 38.50, and then now you're starting to make moves up. We get out again thinking that maybe we're wrong, it's going to break higher. Then we get out at that high of the day one more time, and now we're ripping to new highs of the day. So what turned out to be an initial break of a level, 38.50, that we talked about, good trade. Turns out to be another trade where we're buying the dip. This is a patented play for me. I love it. We love buying the dips, especially if we have some decent outs, and I think that that's enough for me right there. This is NEO. I'm Sean. This is your trade of the day. Watch us every day at 8:30 on YouTube. It's TraderTV.Live. We're back at 3 p.m. I hope you like this NEO trade. There's many more where this came from. Let's go.